Question of the morning. Zach Wilson signed a 1-year guaranteed deal with the Dolphins. Is there still hope for him?
Yes.
Answer has to be yes. If someone's giving you $6 million, there's hope, right?
Two different things to an extent. What do they see? What do they need? What's the price available? I think from me, the hope is that he can be a starting quarterback in the NFL. That's the essence of the word hope in this situation. You know, he comes from an affluent family and he's made some money already, so he probably is okay from that perspective. And he can go get a job doing something else if it doesn't work. But can he be a starting quarterback in the NFL? I don't know that he can, but I don't know that he can't. And because of the Aaron Rodgers situation, that takes some of the heat off of Zach's performances. Zach was a rookie and in over his head, and then combined with the Jets, in which Aaron Rodgers didn't do anything different. Aaron Rodgers,
the
Hall of
NFL,
Fame guy.
The NFL MVP, the Super Bowl champ, the future Hall of Famer.
Right. And so with that on the heels of the Zach Wilson thing, you had two bombations in a row, and somehow that gives a little more credibility to that it really wasn't all on Zach.
Do you care that Geno Smith and Sam Darnold have left and subsequently found a place where they could start and flourish?
Not to a degree, but the more that I take from that is that those guys stuck it out, mm-hmm. and survived, and then got opportunities and did well enough to continue to get opportunities. I can't say they flourished, but they've had opportunities based on that they played well enough when they got the opportunity to get more opportunity. You see what I'm saying there? Makes sense?
Then Sam Darnold just got a $100 million contract.
And then he hits a jackpot, yeah.
right? With the playoff. Flourish could be too strong for Geno. But he has, to your point, he has played well enough that people who worked with him in Seattle get jobs in Vegas and are like, yeah, let's work with this guy again. That's a good sign.
Well, he's also got to just monitor what Darnold did. Another high pick with the Jets who was going to have a nomad for 3 or 4 years and then hits it big. So there's
a little bit of history there. So Zach just needs to, which I think he can do, put his head down and go to work. I'm talking to the BYU coaches. The kid's got that in him. And so he's still young enough, and time is still on his side to continue, because you have to treat, and this is what, reports that I had heard out of Denver is what he did. Whatever practice time he got, particularly obviously in the preseason when you're going to get more, he attacked it with everything he had. And if you're a backup, that's what you got to do. 'Cause I really believe that, and I've talked to this, I've said this to younger guys who are trying to break into business, and it applies to anything. I get it. You want to get into radio? Well, you all want my job. Yeah, I understand that. But the way you get that is not to think, oh man, when I get that job, I'm really going to be good. No, the way you get that is whatever job they give you, bust your you-know-what to do it. And then I use that example of Jake Scott all the time. We've been around Jake for years, since he was a boy, essentially.
Couple of decades now.
Yeah, and you could ask Jake Scott, go cover the 7th game of the NBA Finals. Okay, I'll give it all I got. You can ask Jake Scott, hey, could you clean up around the office here? The maintenance crew didn't show up tonight, and could you just do that for us? Okay. And then he goes and cleans it up as if the company was his. No matter what you asked Jake Scott to do when he was younger, he was going to say yes, and then he was going to do it to the best of his ability. And then we literally saw, career-wise, Jake Scott grow up.
He was our producer.
Yeah. Back up what you're saying, PK. The ESPN story on this has got this. They said that during Pre-game warm-ups, his work with quarterback coach Davis Webb when he consistently flashed the arm strength that made him a first-round pick became a must-watch.
Right.
Advanced scouts from other teams could be seen keeping an eye on Wilson's work before games throughout the late part of the season.
Right. How are you attacking that? You know you're not going to play today.
Right.
But that doesn't matter.
Cameras aren't on. It doesn't matter. The other team's in the building, and they watch everything. Because they are going to give you $6 million, and they wonder if you're going to squander it or if you're going to help them because they want to keep their sweet deal.
Yeah, it's the old Jerry Sloan line, man. It's not just us. It's everybody who's watching you and everything that you do. So be the utmost professional in everything that you can do. And apparently the words we get as Zach, and I talk to BYU guys, I haven't talked to NFL guys, but I read NFL like he just read that. Davis Webb, he used to was quarterback at Cal, and he's doing that. So he's making the most of his limited opportunity, and that's the way you do it. And plus, I have hope that, he's a local kid, and there's some other reasons that I've heard that I won't get into, but I root for the kid. And stay with it, man.
Dave says there's a good chance that Zach will play. Tua spends more time on the injured list than he does on the field.
Well, Tua seems to be a concussion away from saying, come on, man, you got your health. I mean, you got your life to be worried about here, which is far more important. And you have received how many concussions? How many times you're going to just toy with this before you've had enough?
Only he really knows. But on any one of them, at this point, on any one of them, it could be all over.
Right, but he's got to have people around him, his own personal medical people, his parents, if he's married, his wife, whatever it might be. Whoever is in his inner circle to say, this can't go on. This is too dangerous right now. And so it seems like he has a better chance in Miami than he did in Denver. And who knows if he'll stay. It's only a one-year deal. But be ready. Be ready when your time comes. Because I firmly believe, no matter what it is, if you work hard enough, you will get the opportunity in whatever it is that you're looking to get the opportunity to do.
DJ BK, it's 97.5 The Zone.